Peace and blessings, everyone. This video is going to focus on auras. What are auras? Why they are important, and who has auras, who can see auras. So we're going to cover those things or those topics in this particular video. Okay, so I've got my notes written down so that I make sure that I don't forget any major points. And the stand that I had on just fell. So that lets me know, nope, I don't need that. So, all right, what is an aura? Simply put, an aura is an electromagnetic energy field that surrounds people, animals, and things. So there are 6 things to know about your aura. And one of those things is that everyone has an aura. Now, this is not a part of the 6 things, but everyone and everything around us has an aura. And if you're not sure exactly what that is, when I stated that it's an electromagnetic energy field, let's see, to simply put, how can I put this? It's like, for example, you see me sitting here, there are some people that can see my aura. So it's this image or this shadow, if you will. And if you hear that in the background, that's just my neighbor mowing his grass. Okay, so that's his lawnmower. It's just the light, and I'm going to get into that more later in the video, but it's a light that you can see that surrounds my body image or my image. It's a light that's around for that. So let's just say, for example, it's green, so you can see the green image around me. All right, so let's get into it. 6 things to know about your aura. Now, the aura has 7 layers, and it's in correlation to the 7 chakras. Now, if you've been studying about chakras, you know that, yes, there are more than 7 chakras. So we can get into that in another video. But right now, we're going to talk about the 7 layers of the auras that correspond with the 7 chakras. The first one is... And let me find my notes. Gotta flip back to the other page. So the first one we're dealing with is called the etheric or the etheric layer. I believe it's pronounced etheric though. And I'm also going to put in the description box where you can find this information, where I found this information. So you can research it and read it more for yourselves. But as of right now, we're dealing with the first layer, which is the etheric layer, also known as the physical or the physical plane. And it's the closest to the physical body, and it's connected to physical health, pain, and pleasure. So that is the first layer, and that is the etheric layer. The second layer is the emotional layer, or the astral aura plane. So it extends up to 3 inches away from the body. So that's coming away from the body. And of course, with the emotional layer, you're dealing with all of the emotions that a person experiences and a person feels. Next, the third one is the mental layer, which is 3 to 8 inches away and from the body. And it relates to your ego, values, and beliefs. The fourth is the astral body, which is considered your love layer. It corresponds with your heart chakra, and it's the layer that sits in the middle of all 7. So it's said to connect the 3 lower auric planes to the 3rd higher ones. Now, let's break this down, because I know that probably sounds confusing to most of the people out there. So when you're dealing with the 4th layer, which is the astral body, it is so much so dealing pretty much with the heart chakra. And with the heart chakra, you're dealing more or less with your emotions, how you perceive things, how you feel inside about certain issues, certain people, and it connects with the auric planes. And what that is that if we go back and when we talked about the first layer, which is the etheric, the second layer, which is the emotional layer, and the third layer, which is the mental layer. And remember, we're dealing with ego, values, and beliefs. So when it comes to the fourth chakra, it's dealing with the first three of those. All right. So the next one is the manifestation level. And this is your fifth one. So with manifestation, that's dealing more with the etheric double, and it's the spiritual aura plane. So basically, it's just dealing with your spiritual self. The sixth one is the celestial plane. And it's all about your intuition, and it's linked with your third eye. And like out of all the ones, now out of all of the layers that we've talked about so far, excuse me, that's one of my favorite ones. And the next one, the seventh one, is the Ketheric, and I believe I'm pronouncing that right. It's Ketheric, Ketheric template, and that's the seventh one. So out of all of the layers that we've discussed, I would have to say that the celestial plane and the Ketheric are two of my favorites, if you could have a favorite. But yeah, so with number 6, we're dealing with the celestial plane, and that's all about your intuition, and it's linked with your third eye, and it's just basically intuition, and it's what you perceive to be, or it's kind of like you have like a feeling or just knowing that certain things are going on or certain things are about to happen. So that's dealing with your third eye and your intuition, and also dreams. And I dream a lot. And a lot of times I say, man, I have weird, crazy dreams. Yeah, I do. But eventually those dreams end up kind of coming out to play throughout the day. Like I'll dream something, and then like it'll actually happen the same day that I dream it, or something similar to that fact. So it's kind of giving me an insight, or giving me a warning of like, hey, watch out for this or watch out for that. And then some dreams I have, they're just, hey, I'm just in the astral plane, I'm just dreaming. But pretty much sometimes I can just kind of, have a dream and look throughout the day and kind of see that dream unfold. So I know a lot of people out there can do that too, but I think that's pretty cool. The celestial plane is the seventh one. The sixth one. The seventh one is the Ketheric template, or the I am layer, and this layer is your potential connection with the divine, or whatever that means for you, or whatever you believe in. It extends to about 3 feet away from the physical body. So when we're talking about when these things are extending away from the physical, we are speaking in terms of, yes, your chakras, and also when it's in a state, when it's extending away from the body, is also dealing with the auras that certain people have the ability to see. And I'm going to get into that in just a little bit as well. And of course, your auras have different colors. So the color of your aura is reflective of your physical, emotional, and spiritual health. So at any given time, your aura can emit a mixture of colors and light, and it will never be just one color. And with that one, I have reservations about that one, because there's an experience that happened with me, or that was concerning me, that I'm going to tell later in the video. And then I'm going to revert or come back to this, where it says that your auras are many different colors and there's never just one. So each color says a lot about how you're currently feeling. Like, for example, if there's a bright yellow around you, that just shows that you're spiritual, or that you have this heightened spiritual sense, or that could mean that you're feeling spiritually alive or spiritually energetic. And a red color, of course, we all know red is associated with anger, and negative feelings and negative thoughts, and also passion and love. And one thing that I found out in my research um, was that auras can be photographed. So you can have your auras um, photographed, so you can find someone in your local area, I guess, if you're that interested in it. I don't know how much it would cost. I didn't do that much extensive research. Um, but that would be an interesting thing to see if your aura could be photographed. Um, but I know someone specifically who can see auras. And I'm going to get into that in just a bit. But okay, so if, for example, if your aura is blue, you're intuitive and you love helping people, and you remain calm during crisis or during a crisis. Auras come in all colors. It is rare to have only one color in your aura, although auras typically have one predominant color. That's where this story comes in. Um, and the next topic is those who can see auras. So I'm going to tie this in with that. Let's focus on the one predominant color. I'm going to tell this story. It was a few years back when a cousin of mine, one of my cousins, specifically saw a particular color surrounding me. She saw my aura, and I thought that that was like the coolest thing. She could see it because I don't have that ability to see auras. I guess you could kind of uh, heighten your abilities, I guess, through meditation. That could help you be able to see auras. But with her, she was young at the time, pretty young. I would say she was under the age of 18 at the time when she saw this. She thought that it was so cool. She said it gave her goosebumps. So one day, I'm in the bathroom looking in the mirror, doing my hair, whatever. And she's in the bathroom with me, and she looks and she sees this blue aura around. She said, "Oh my God, it's this blue aura," and she outlined it for me that was around me. And remember, blue means that you're intuitive and you love helping people and you stay calm in a crisis. So she saw this blue aura that was all around me. So, I've always felt like I've been an intuitive person because of my dreams. And I do like to help people whenever I can and whenever I am able to. But which was really cool because she saw this aura around me, and I was like, oh, that's pretty tight. That's pretty deep. And to this day, I'll still remind her of it. And for some reason, she just hates it. She doesn't want me to bring it up. She doesn't want to talk about it. She doesn't want to experience it. Well, no, I take that back. She probably does experience it a lot, but she won't tell me about it anymore. I guess because I nag her and aggravate her about it, because I want to know more about how she does this. But I believe, it's a gift, and it's something that I believe that you're just born with, able, and she's just able to do that. But I guess she doesn't want to bring it up, doesn't want to talk about it, because she doesn't want anyone to look at her as being weird or look at her as being any different. And she comes from a different generation than I do. So, of course, I'm older. I've been doing a lot of reading and researching. So to me, it's not weird at all. To me, I think that it's a gift that you should embrace and just be proud of. But That's me, so we're two different people. So, but so now with that being said, let's get into those who can see auras. Um, and I believe I'm pronouncing this correctly. It's synesthesis. Synesthesis. Um, explains how some people see auras. So that's the word, or that's the terminology that's used to describe people, or to describe the aspect of the act of being able to see auras is synesthesia. Synesthesia is SYNESTHESIA. Synesthesia. And this particular article refers to synesthesia as a condition which causes a cross wiring of the senses. So, synesthesia is recognized as a neuropsychological phenomenon which is thought to affect about 4% of the population. So if you can see auras, you are a unique individual and you are a part of a unique group, a very small percentage, at least that's what they have recorded and researched. But there could be a larger percentage of that, because you just never know, because I know they didn't interview all of the people in the world, which is just completely and totally impossible. So that percentage may be a little higher. It's a possibility. But yeah, so if you can see auras and you've never understood why or the reasoning behind it or what it's called synesthesia. Synesthesia, which is the ability or the act of being able to see people's auras. And not only human beings have auras, but also I read where animals have auras as well. But so that is a short, I would call it, basic introduction or review to auras, into your auras and what they are about. So, and the reason why I wanted to do this video is because I kept thinking about how she saw my aura, the aura around me. And if you come across this video and any of you guys out there that can see my aura, don't lie. Share your thoughts and share what you're seeing. Yeah, so I'm still trying to get insight and clarity as to why she doesn't want to talk about that, my little cousin. But hey, it's all good. Next up, we're going to be talking about the eclipse that's coming up July 2nd, 2019. So that's going to be the next video. So I hope you guys found some insight in this aura video, and that you learned a little bit about auras, or something that you hadn't heard before or hadn't learned before. So until next time, which that video is coming up really soon. I may do another video today. May do it tomorrow. I don't know yet about the eclipse video, but it will be out soon. So stay tuned. To my subscribers, thank you for subscribing. To my new subscribers, thank you for subscribing, and welcome to the channel. I hope you find some interesting videos here that I'm posting, that I'm talking about. And to my passers-byers, to people who come across my videos, I hope you find them entertaining and interesting enough for you to subscribe or want to subscribe. And also with the tarot cards, I'm going to do another tarot video. And this time I'm going to do a reading for all 12 zodiac signs. So stay tuned for that as well. I've got my cheat sheets ready. So I think I'll be ready to go with that sometime this week as well. No, I don't do personal readings because, hey, I'm not that good yet. But when I become more skilled at it, I might start doing personal readings, but that would be a charge. So, and I'm not really into charging people for anything, so And I'm just gonna let it, I'm just gonna have to weigh that out. But so you don't have to worry about that now because I don't trust myself enough to give a personal reading anyway. But I'm practicing, and we're gonna go from there. So until next time, peace, love, blessings, and transcendence. And I will talk to you guys later. Peace.